Okay, the bark collar's on. He usually, as I'm trying to put it around his neck, he usually brings a paw up to make it difficult for me to do so, but I was able to work very quickly this time, so I got it on very fast. It just buzzes whenever he barks, so it doesn't like give an extra electric shock or anything, which sometimes I wish it did. Okay, so let's see here. Veblen, going back to that. Ooh, this is really good. All right. Did you know, I think I've talked about this in class before. See, it doesn't completely stop him from barking, of course. That women tend to get statistically significantly lower spot scores, student perceptions of teaching, student evaluations. And they've done experiments before where they have had an online course like this, where it was being taught by the same person. All right, so the same person is teaching everything on the online course, but they told half of the students it was a man and half of the students it was a woman, and guess who got the higher spot scores? All right, even though the exact same course. We didn't have a woman in the department until about 1990, 91. I don't know, whenever Dr. Elliott got there, she got there the same year Dr. Quinn did. And we didn't discover it from her because Dr. Elliott can be very scary, so nobody messes with her. But she's also my daughter's, both of my daughter's godmother. And so she, but another woman we hired, wonderful person. But she didn't put up with it either, but she was a lot shorter and sort of a tiny person. And she said that there were male students that would try to intimidate her. She said, oh yeah, that's the way it works. They'll come into her office, and stand up against her desk, and that's not unusual. In fact, economics has a terrible problem in particular, which I'll get to here in just a minute. But for professors in general, when a white male walks in the classroom, everybody assumes they know what they're talking about. If you are a woman or a person of color, you need to prove yourself. That there's already going to be people, and it's not outward. It's subtle, all right? So which makes it so much harder to identify and to eliminate. And then the last thing I've got here is how much of the climate change is going to be coming down on women. That they're going to be the ones suffering the most. And hey, get this. On sub-Saharan African farms, 75% of the workforce is women. And they produce 80% of the household food, but they own 1% of the land and are rarely included in the decision making. Now hopefully our society is more advanced than that, but that is indeed the situation there. All right, so let's see here. Again, the whole point of all this was to get you to try to start thinking about, it's one thing to say, well, women are ignored, yada, 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 but let's have some examples. I was going to show you that one. Let me search for it here, where I said I was so proud that I saw this and a feminist economist friend did not. Let's see. Experts, Karen on Facebook, meme. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I want right there. Right click. Open image in new tab. All right. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Recognized experts over time, being shared a lot on Facebook. Leading scientist, PhD student, media expert, Karen on Facebook. And so this feminist economist friend of mine shared this, and I think you can guess what I pointed out. She said, oh my God, I never even noticed. And she was sharing it, of course, approvingly, saying, yes, isn't this horrible? And so that's how subtle this can be. And I'm sure the person who made this wasn't thinking about it. But every expert that should be respected is a man, and the one that shouldn't is a woman, right? So, let's see here. As I say, I have to give myself a pat on the back for that one. All right. Pardon me. Alex Harvey is calling from upstairs. I'm going to have to turn off the phone.